Kasama ko pa rin si Mr. Paul Pagaran, the Country Director of Americares Philippines. And sir, ang dami ko nang natutunan at saka I'm very impressed, sa ginagawa ng Americares to improve the lives of every Filipino. And we were talking before we went on break about itong mga cooling centers natin, no? So it's well equipped with air conditioning also. So definitely makaka-recharge ang mga tao. It could really save their lives because sometimes you don't really know how exhausted you are until you actually collapse, di ba?
Yes.
Oo.
So maraming magandang best practices na share yung ating mga partners kasi meron tayong tinatawag na mga pilot sites para sa implementation ng toolkit. So meron sa Luzon, Visayas at saka Mindanao. And we were very encouraged doon sa results ng ating pilot sites, no? So nakita nila kung ano yung mga kakulangan, nakita nila kung pwede pa lang magkaroon ng improvement, no?
Right.
So may mga local governments na namigay ng mga sombrero doon sa mga workers nila sa plaza, sa parks, no? So para maprotektahan yung mga workers, and then meron din yung mga barangay health workers na binigyan ng mga long sleeves na mga shirts kasi nagbabahay-bahay sila, at saka mga payong na magamit nila para doon sa kanilang field work. So hindi sila masyadong maapektuhan ng ating extreme heat conditions. So ito ay tuloy-tuloy pa na ginagawa natin sa ibang mga lugar. Last year, meron tayong training sa Cebu para sa Central Visayas. At meron tayong training sa Surigao City para sa Caraga Region. So, meron tayong mga regional training na ginagawa para ma-train yung ating mga local health workers.
Okay.
So, this year, meron tayong pa-training dyan sa Region 2. So, sa pinakamainit na lugar, yan, Cagayan, and then Isabela. No? So, Region 2 areas. And then Region 3, ito naman yung ating Central Luzon na binabaha lagi. So,
Including Bicol na yan, di ba?
so yes, yun yung mga natin, areas na gagawin this year. At meron din tayong training para sa mga barangay health workers para talagang itong mga information natin makarating sa mga
So we will
barangay.
be
no?
very, very busy this year, and this is the
Yes.
start of the year. Pero sir, no, I have a question, no, because ito nga, climate change is really para bang on us ngayon. Is it possible to be able to be climate resilient and be able to combat, no, the effects of climate change, or at least to adapt to it in our generation? Or is that asking too much?
Climate change is already here.
Yes, of course.
So we need to adapt.
So
to
will we be
climate
able
change.
to adapt within our generation? Because
Yeah.
para bang we're still, para bang nangangapa pa talaga tayo sa totoo lang eh. Because parang, I know that one of the good things that we've been able to predict typhoons a little bit longer, di ba? So pwede
Yes.
tayo makapaghanda. Pero things like Lindol, there's really no way pa that we can predict these things eh.
For climate change work, meron tayong prevention and mitigation. So yung area na yan, ginagawa natin, but parang nandito na siya. So wala
Yes.
wala na tayong masyadong magawa.
Right.
Also in
Except
terms of
to just,
prevention and
kumbaga,
mitigation.
sayawan siya.
Yes. So in terms of prevention and mitigation, meron din tayong ginagawang mga tree planting,
Yes,
which is
yes.
now called tree growing activities. So we were involved in several of these activities, especially during the National Disaster Resilience Month. So ginagawa namin yung mga tree growing activities. Tanim na kami ng maraming puno dyan sa Laguna, no? Sa Tacloban, no? Sa iba pang mga lugar. In fact, meron din kami ulit ngayong tree growing activity sa April, sa Earth Day,
Okay.
na gagawin naman sa Isabela. So, meron tayong mga ganon in terms of prevention and mitigation. Pero nandito na talaga ang epekto ng climate change. So sa adaptation naman, pinapalawak natin kasi konti pa lang ang nakakaalam. So kailangang dumami. At yung ating mga clinicians, yung ating mga health workers, kailangang matutunan nila kung ano yung makabagong ah, bibigay ng prevention and treatment doon sa ating mga pasyente. Kasi meron tayong mga pasyente na asthmatic, no? For example. So kapag summertime, sobra ang init, no? So minsan lumalabas diyan yung mga asthma attacks, no? So they have to prepare sa mga health centers, dapat prepared na yung mga nebulizer nila, yung mga gamit sa pang-nebulize, no, etc. So, kasama yan dun sa ating ginagawang project, no, to equip also yung mga health centers na meron silang ganitong gamit at alam na nila na kapag merong extreme weather condition, these are the things that they have to prepare.
Put in place.
Yes. So, for example, kapag may bagyo na parating, dapat chine-check na nila kung meron ba silang generator kasi baka magka-brown out. So pag nagka-brown out, so wala tayong kuryente, so hindi tayo makapagawa ng mga medical procedures.
Yes.
At syempre yung mga pasyente at risk din sila, lalo na yung mga nasa life-saving devices na lang, no? Kasi walang kuryente. So paano natin isaksak yung mga equipment, no? So dapat ready ang kanilang mga generators at meron silang enough na mga gasolina or diesel para doon sa generator kasi baka
kasi sa totoo lang, we
sarado.
have to adapt, di ba? Kumbaga, we cannot stop. Para bang yung mga pangangailangan ng tao is not going to stop just because there's no electricity, there's no water, or what have you, di ba? So we really need to adapt to these things.
Yes. But we need to train.
Yes. Yun na nga. I'm
people.
glad we're doing that, sir. How is it? Meron ba is it difficult para sa inyo? Like, syempre, we're training the health center so that they can disseminate this training also to their constituents. Mahirap ba ito? I mean, ano yung big challenges ninyo dito by doing this? Kasi after that, technically, iiwanan nyo na sila, di ba? With all of with the armas, kumbaga.
Yes. So, we've started the work sa mga several regions, but we cannot do right away sa lahat ng region.
Yes.
No? So,
Piece by piece tayo
piece by piece. And then, of course, pagdating sa local government, so they need to have support and commitment, no? From the various stakeholders. No? So, habang meron tayong proyekto, I mean, nagagabayan natin yon. Pagkatapos, wala na. So, they are on their own. No? So, ang challenge doon, masusustain kaya yung mga ginagawa natin.
Okay.
So, kailangan merong sustainability.
Sustainability is very
mechanism.
important because that's what's going to take from generation to generation. Kaya continuity is important kasi once na nag-stop tayo, sayang lang rin naman yung pinaghirapan natin. Like ako, I'm honestly one person who believes, no. Syempre, nobody wants to lose money. But if you lose a certain amount of money with a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work, mapopondohan natin uli yung nawala na pera. Pero kung ang mawawala sa'yo ay yung oras, yung energy, at saka yung effort mo, never mo na mababalik yung oras na nasayang at nawala. So para bang very important, timing is very important in everything. Yung para because once it's lost, it's really lost. Yun.
And we are also encouraging yung mga kabataan to participate in these activities kasi yung kabataan yung pag-asa natin. Future generation.
Kasama pa ba ako kaya sa kabataan? Syempre hindi. Sa katandaan na ako dito. But then syempre, whatever age we are, yung para bang if your heart is there into public service, para bang you can give your all. Because iba talaga yung para bang when you're equipping a community, a civilization, a nation with the right tools to be able to stay on their feet.
Yes. Maraming mga magagaling na mga Filipino leaders, no? Nakita namin yung enthusiasm nila at saka commitment, no? Para dito sa climate change. At nakita nila na they have to also take this on, no? Kasi this is really
And
for
commit to it.
for us and for future generation.
Sir, ngayon, no, na para bang you're already at the helm of all of the good things that we're doing, ano ang nakikita mong kulang or mga challenges that you would wish at this point, no, could actually para mapunuan yung mga kulangan ng ano natin, ng mga operations natin?
So ang wish ko dapat makita ng ating mga stakeholders kung ano yung importansya nitong ating ginagawa. At mag-participate sila, no, sa mga proseso, sa mga activities. Kasi kailangan natin yung support ng ating leadership and governance para mapatupad lahat ito sa mga bayan at sa mga probinsya.
And are the young people actually para bang inspired by this?
Yes, a lot of, they're very excited to participate. So, for example, we did a tree growing activity in Tacloban. So, we engage yung mga student leaders, mga community youth leaders. So, there's even a group na they organize themselves, no, just for this type of activities. They were also invited to that. So, nakita natin na may pag-asa tayo, no?
Okay,
Kasi
but that's the most
marami.
important thing. I think yan ang talagang pinaka-importanting statement from you, sir, dito sa itong 1-hour show natin is may pag-asa tayo because it means that what we're doing is definitely para bang, I mean, it's a legacy project sa totoo lang.
Yes.
Oo.
And there are a lot of people supporting this
Yes.
project. So, in fact, we have partners. So, we have groups like the...
So who are some of our partners?
Yeah,
po?
so we have the Association of Municipal Health Officers of the Philippines, AMHOP. We also have the National Association of Public Health Nurses. No? So, there's also a lot of support they're giving us to educate also their fellow nurses. And of course, yung Philippine Medical Association, Philippine Nurses Association. So, sila yung mga partners natin sa pag-implement nitong toolkit, no? So, they're also participating in our training programs.
Okay, and ito nga, other than that, the public is also welcome to help in any way they can, no, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir, at this point, do you have any messages, no, to our viewers on how they can help AmeriCares? How we can, by helping AmeriCares, we will be helping our country, we will be helping our society, and therefore creating a better place to live.
So, for our viewers, these tools are already available, no? So, in fact, we have also online resources. So, there's a link that we can share, you know, with the public. And these tools are also available in the health centers, especially those partner health centers that we have. And these are also being posted online. So, for example, when there is a typhoon coming, so sometimes we post the posters on typhoon, so they are reminded of what to
Para
do.
makapaghanda sila.
Yes, and also for extreme heat, so we're also posting that on our Facebook page, and also in the pages of many of our local government partners. So if they see this information, so we ask them to read it because there's a lot to know about climate resilience. At sila talaga ang kailangang mag-adapt, no?
Okay,
para
tama,
dito
tama.
sa ating kinakaharap na climate challenges. So they can also share this information to their friends and to their constituents if they are in local government. So, please support
Yes.
this climate change project. And of course, for those who are able to provide assistance to our partner LGUs or to our health workers, please provide support.
Or
So,
anybody who feels that they can contribute something
yes,
significant to our causes. Please support AmeriCares because again, with a growing population, we can never have para bang nothing is ever enough, 'di ba? Because the
Yes.
more we have, the more people we can help. Tama?
yes.
Okay. Nako sir, thank you so much
Thank
no
you.
for this time of being with us, and hopefully in our own little way nakatulong rin kami, and ako rin naman marami akong natutunan. So once again, like we were saying off cam, kung ano man ang kaya kong maitulong for you guys for the anniversary and for yung para bang the years to come, I would be very honored to do this po. So,
Thank you,
ayan.
William.
Thank you for coming and sharing this with us today. So once again, thank you very much, Mr. Paul Gwyn L. Pagaran, the Country Director of AmeriCares Philippines. And so that concludes another episode of Agapay Tatak Rosa Rosal. And hopefully, in every small little way that we can, sana mapapagaang namin ang buhay ng bawat Pilipino. So, maraming salamat po, and nagpapaalam na po until next week. Ako po si William Theo para sa Agapay Tatak Rosa Rosal. Ayun.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Nako, it was a very nice